2. Today's going to be a bit of 2 videos, if not 2.5 videos, give or take, more or less. But here we are in City Skylines 2. We're in Sonder County. Even more specifically, we're in Oxbow. I still don't have a logo, but that's okay. In Oxbow, I've discovered that there's a bit of an issue, and that is the fact that there are 0 educated people here in Oxbow. So I've decided to take the liberty of being like, hey, you know what? I think they deserve a high school. I mean, after all, we have 1,600 people living here, and I figured that it would be nice. But not just any high school, a customized school. While we don't have custom assets for City Skylines 2, I figured that it would be a nice idea to try and use what I have, which is basically just Anarchy and the node tool and whatever, and move it to make a custom high school. And I've settled on a couple of designs, and this was one of them. I'm pretty sure I ended up deleting the building, but right now we're going to discuss how exactly I ended up planning out this district. I wanted to plan it off of my own high school in real life, which obviously I can't disclose due to privacy reasons, but it sort of looks like this. Actually, my high school looks almost exactly like this, and it's kind of funny how it looks like, you know, a standard American high school. I mean, there's tons of American high schools out there. A lot of them look pretty much the same. I mean, mine was constructed around like the late 2000s, so, you know, most of them looked like this, and I wanted the high school here in Oxbow to look somewhat similar to how many high schools here in Oxbow and anything outside of Oxbow, specifically modern American high schools, of how exactly they were supposed to look. And, of course, I had limited amounts of what I could do, but I tried to do as much as I could. And one of these things was this really cool bike rack that I saw. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to keep that. So I made that was the first area that I ever edited, because I was like, you know what, I want to keep that bike rack. And then I just kind of expanded out from the bike rack. And you can see how I removed every single tile, every single path, every pedestrian area, because I was going to do it completely by myself. I really hope that we get asset modding soon, because if that's the case, I might honestly make my own high school and then proceed to upload it later on, because right now I'm not happy with this high school. I'm not entirely happy how it came out. That doesn't mean click off. Don't click off yet. But I mean, it looks good. It's not exactly what I would want to do, given the fact that, you know, for City Skylines 2, about all that I can do is this, and just use Anarchy and hope and pray that it looks halfway decent. And we all know that that usually doesn't happen in this game, unless if you're a wizard, and I'm not a wizard. I'm not a detailer, I am a builder and a planner. Well, I'm not a planner in real life, so don't go suing me because I lied about my career. I mean, I'm not an urban planner, so by any means. But hey, you know, I don't know, maybe things change, people change. But anyways, we're here, we're creating a couple paths, we're creating a couple areas. That road I placed in front of the high school was just to make sure that I actually knew where I was supposed to place the roads. I had no clue where, like, it ended, where, like, the, I guess, hitbox for the thing, like, the high school was, so I didn't know when it ended. So, as such, I just kind of was like, okay, you know, it's just how it is, I guess, right? So, again, I've actually recorded this. I want to sort of discuss a couple of things. One is my upload schedule. Actually, this is a perfect segue, because I realized, hey, I recorded this recording a week ago, and the voiceover on the day that this video uploads, it will be the same day that I actually voiced over this video. So you can see how my schedule is a little bit packed. I mean, I'm a junior in high school right now, so reasonably so, it's a little busy for me. You know, I got SATs, and I got all this stupid nerdy stuff. You know, you guys don't care about it. You guys just want to see me build stuff in City Skylines. And as much as I'd love to quit high school and just go and build in City Skylines all day, I can't, because I would like a future. I would very much enjoy that. So instead, I am here. And that also means that at certain points, I won't be able to upload as much as I can, nor will I be able to upload as frequently, because all in all, this is just kind of like, you know, it's busy. You know, I got a bunch of busy work at school. I ended up changing my schedule a little bit. You know, I dropped out of a class, so I'll have a little bit less stress. I completely underestimated how much A-Push is. A-Push is a lot, okay? If you guys are going to take A-Push in high school, get ready, man. It is so much. I would rather take AP Calculus first before I would ever take AP US History ever again, and that is something that I took the liberty of dropping so I could focus more on myself and a couple passion projects I'm working on behind the scenes of this channel. But anyways, this was just a big part of my build. I do these voiceovers now because of my schedule, because I knew I was going to get busy. I mean, I have a job too, but these are all just excuses. Oh man, Brett doesn't want to upload again. No, it's not that I don't want to, it's just I don't have the time sometimes. So guys, don't take it to heart if I ever just don't upload. It's not you, it's me, right? But anyways, we're here. We're in City Skylines 2. We're relaxing, We're having a great time, and I had a great time doing this build, I spent a considerable amount of time off of camera trying to find what actual high school districts look like, and they're pretty simple. If you minus the fact that, you need to add in bus depots, you need to connect everything, because City Skylines 2 doesn't simulate that, and I'm pretty sure Cities 1 didn't simulate that either, and I'm thanking Christ that is not, that's not what happens in this game, because that would be so much effort. But when you move away all the fluff from a high school, it just boils down to a couple of things. One of them is the fact, well, first you need the main building, and then you need parking, and then you need an area where people can pick up and drop off their kids. So that was exactly what I was going to do. I saved the detailing for last, I'm pretty sure. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I don't remember doing this recording, or the fine details of it. But anyways, high schools don't require a lot. They require parking, place to pick up your kids, and then, just a simple place where you can put the building, and it does require flat land. The high school I go to is built on a hill, but that's just because New York schools, all of them are built on a hill. Actually, matter of fact, there hasn't been a single school that I've gone to that has flat land. But Montana, which is sort of like how this area is built off of, there's a decent amount of flat land. I mean, there isn't a lot, but it's there. It's more than New York. New York has so many hills. And also, this reset, the mods just stopped working again. And speaking of picking up and dropping off your kids, this was the biggest headache of my entire life. It was me trying to figure out how I'd make a road that would actually look halfway decent. This is actually my 5th attempt at creating a roundabout, or an oval roundabout for the high school, because it was so much, man. Like, I don't think I could ever do this again. I am so glad that the road builder tool does exist, or else it would have been dead straight impossible for me to do, because that's just how the nature of this game is. That's how the cookie crumbles, I guess. But anyways, here it is. Here's the mediocre roundabout. Could I have done a better job? 1,000% I could have. But am I going to? No, I don't want to do that again. And this parking lot I don't want to do ever again either. Honestly, this entire build, education isn't the biggest thing for me in this game, which comes as to a surprise because, I'm so big on humanity and making sure people are happy, so you'd expect me to be like, oh yeah, I'm one for education and stuff. I am one for education. I'm not a person to say go and drop school because it's boring. No. I mean, I wouldn't have built this, honestly. If I was a non-advocate for education, I probably would have never built a single school in this entire thing. But anyways, I don't know. That's just, from what I have heard that people, if they could control, if they were, the president for, a month, then they'd go about removing high schools. I remember having that conversation with a real human being one time, and I just thought to myself, I was like, why, why would you go and remove something that is quintessential to, a child's development? I think that high school is the best thing that you could ever go to, because what, you want to go to college after that? Well, let me fill you in on how college feels. It sucks. From what I've heard from family members, it kind of sucks. It doesn't matter where you go. It just kind of stinks. It just kind of blows. But you know what? I want to go to college. College seems fun. It has its moments of being fun, and then it also has its moments of, oh my gosh, life is pain and I'm miserable. But it's okay. It's okay. All right, we're okay. I'm not in college right now. I don't want to worry about that. I will, however, leave a poll down. Honestly, guys, if you've gotten this far into the video, comment down below. Do you want me to build a college in Sonder County? If not, I will gladly save that for a different type of build, which I'm currently working on, because now I have more free time. So I think after homecoming, I'll actually have free time to myself, which thank the Lord, because I have not had a lot of free time to do this, and I've been really itching to get this video out to you guys. Trust me, because this is an awesome build. This high school is by far my best work. I have never been able to create anything better than this in any city builder game, as a matter of fact, and it just goes to show that the indomitable human spirit knows no bounds. And a part of that is my artistic creativity, not autistic, artistic creativity, but put it as you will. I wanted to build this area of the high school to make it look like it was new, to make it look like it was freshly remodeled. Go figure, because my high school is currently being remodeled. And they're changing the tennis courts, I don't even know, but they're doing a bunch of stuff to the high school, and it's really cool. And this is what fresh concrete looks like. It's bright gray. Have you ever seen like one of your roads being remodeled, and then it's just like this pitch black for the asphalt? First of all, that's a different kind of asphalt that they're using. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm pretty sure it is. Honestly, please fact check me, because I don't want to go ahead and spread misinformation, but I think that it is like a different kind of asphalt they use. But anyways, when fresh concrete is put down, when fresh asphalt, more importantly, is put down, it's pitch black because it hasn't been weathered yet. And the same goes for concrete. It's perfectly gray. Except concrete doesn't get cracked. Like, it's weird. Asphalt and concrete are completely different things. It's like the way that it gets cracked and the way it weathers is different from asphalt, because typically with concrete, you're not having a 5-ton vehicle on top of it at all times. So I don't think it'll get weathered as fast. And it maintains its color for quite a long time, and it just gets darker over time. And so when it's freshly put down, it's nice bright gray color. So yeah, fun facts with Brett. Make sure to subscribe and like and join my Discord if you want more fun facts. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, this was my best work by far. I really enjoyed this build because it added in a lot of things that the base high school for City Skylines 2 just doesn't have. It doesn't have a massive tennis court on the side. It doesn't have a lot of things that an American high school would have. And I understand that, you know, there aren't like a definitive like separation between European and American style education buildings here in City Skylines 2. It's really confusing right now because they don't have like say a European high school or an American elementary school. No, instead they have just high school, elementary school, and then college. And then the college looks like a European or very old American building. It makes me confused, but anyways, yeah, this is what an American high school would look like, given my expertise on being a high school student, and also given the limitations of this build, because we don't have asset modding yet. But when we do, trust me, this whole high school is being torn down so I can redo it. This is just a placeholder, and I'm not even kidding. Because I want some ideas. If anybody out there is good at planning and is good at drawing, draw me up a blueprint of what you think that the high school should look like when we get asset modding, which I think is coming in like Christmas time. So when it does come out, trust me, I'm gonna be the first person to post about it. And I know that a lot of people were talking about the new update for City Skylines that happened like right before I went into school, and then I got busy and I never got to upload about it. The homelessness issue still persists. It doesn't matter. I don't really care. Whatever. I don't even look at the homeless rates. Like, it's just like, oh man, yep, there they go. They left again. It's just like, whatever, man. You know, at the end of the day, I'm just here to build funny buildings. And I know I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not a builder, I'm a planner. I'm not. I'm neither of those things, but I like to imagine I'm at least one of them. I mean, if I am one of them, then please tell me, because my ego needs some fixing. But anyways, I was just laying out the nice little pedestrian paths, laying out all these things. And you remember at the beginning of the video, I said how this video was kind of 2 videos smushed into one? Yeah, you're going to see that in about 5 minutes when I switch over to the next recording. Now, this area, you know, I was just cleaning it up, making sure that it had some nice trees in it. You know, trees in it, you know? And then I renamed it to the Oxbow Central High School District. And this area, this part of the video, like, what happened there? I have no idea. I have no clue, and I don't know why it did any of that. This is a weird glitch that's been happening. I mean, it's almost like I'm just like editing the code of the game like right now. It's this weird pedestrian path, and you can see I was trying to place paths and I was trying to place roads down and trying to do all this fun little stuff to try and make it look like halfway decent. It didn't work. I had to reload the game, and then when I reloaded it, it still didn't work. And then I was getting upset now. You can see me just placing stuff down because I was like, why can't I remove the road that I just placed down? Like, it just wasn't working at all, and I was getting reasonably frustrated, as one would. So naturally enough, I ended up reloading the game. But anyways, changing subjects and going back onto more important things instead of mooses blocking the road. So a big part of me wanted to really add in that small town America, which is small sleazy farms. Now, these tiny farms, I wanted to be sort of like owned by like one huge business, like a corporate farm, you know? And I was looking in this section of the video, I was looking and seeing like, hey, how can I do this? Oh, I figured out how I could do it, all right. And it was so cool the way that it came out. Basically, I wanted like just a massive farm just near the riverfront. I wanted to imagine that it was probably built like sometime in like the, you know, like, I don't know, like mid-19th, like 20th century, maybe early 20th century, and it was just built for one company that has remained there since the dawn of time, and that's because I wanted to use one of these specialized buildings for industry, which was the dairy house, and it looked like a big factory where it would collect all of the goodies and all of the fun stuff from all of the farms, and then it just takes it all and then, you know, uses it for the market. So it's a nice thing, you know, and then it supplies the town of Oxbow and the rest of Sonder County for it. And I think that would be really nice to add in, so I did that. And I realized that trucks cannot drive up these hills. And there will be trucks, there will be tractors, there will be all sorts of things driving up and down these hills. So I decided to edit the entire area, which included removing all of the foliage and all of the trees and all of the wildlife. I mean, in typical American fashion, we do not want things getting in our way, because, I don't know, we want money. So, anyways, I tried to edit all of them to make it so that when a truck would drive up it, it didn't have a grade larger than 4.9%, which is the maximum that a semi-truck is legally allowed to drive up. Because if it doesn't, then it has a risk of stalling, and then, you know what happens when a car stalls, it just kind of does stuff. But anyways, yeah, so this entire area was planned around semi-trucks and around the fact that there will be cars driving through here. I was, originally it was supposed to be like sort of like one of those like family-owned farms where it was like, oh, bring your kids, go apple picking. And then it slowly turned into me thinking, you know what, this could be industrialized. So, so then, you know, naturally enough, I went ahead and did just that. So yeah, this entire build was just based off of money and based off of the fact that Sonder County wasn't producing anything. So yeah. And I'm pretty sure, oh wow, I placed the farms before I placed the roads. That is weird. I don't think I did that in any of the other recordings. I think it was just for this building, just so I could get like a layout of the lands, just to see like, hey, how can I plan this out to make it not look ugly and stupid. But hey, don't abandon this video just yet, because it does look good at the end. It just took forever, man. Like this entire build took forever for me to do, because I kept stopping every 5 minutes to just like do something else, or just like just to not play City Skylines anymore. You know, like this entire build was a lot of effort. Like, it was probably one of the biggest ones that I've done. And there will be bigger, because, of course, in natural Brett fashion, if you're new to this channel, welcome, but you're going to see me try and top myself every single time. I'm a big one-upper for myself. I am my greatest enemy. So, naturally enough, I love to make builds look as pretty as possible, and typically it ends up with me not having it be super functional. But hey, that's just a theory, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, this part of the build was very big on just, you know, make it look pretty, make it look functional, make it look nice, you know, blah, 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 all that nice stuff. I added in a little. This is why I love Anarchy so much, because then I don't need to set, like, look, I can place trees on farmland. This is how farms look in real life. People, wake up, you know? Like, I wish some form of Anarchy was put in regular City Skylines, because I love Anarchy so much. It is the greatest thing ever. Like, it is, if I could choose one thing to bring with me to heaven, gamer heaven, if I could bring one thing to gamer heaven, it would be Anarchy for City Skylines 2. You will never hear me say that sentence ever again. And if you do, and if anybody brings up that section of the video, I'm gonna just deny it, like somebody who's into politics, or like a politician. I will say I never said that. I never said that, people. I never said that I want to go to gamer heaven. What is it? It was, I don't know if that was a TikTok trend or something. It was like, I want to go to Snow Bunny Heaven. Oh, that's what it was. It was Snow Bunny Heaven. Oh, God. It's a reference to cocaine, isn't it? I just got that. I'm pretty sure I'm right. If I'm not right, then don't fact check me, because I probably won't care. But anyways, yeah. But yeah, this was the dairy house. You know what? I don't think it looked that good, but honestly, 1960s urban planning, I guess, right? It sucks. Because it's just building off of the last idiots, and now, you know, like, say if I ever became an urban planner, I'm gonna have to fix everybody else's mess, and it's gonna be great. I added in a little bit of an industrial district. I don't know how I'm feeling about it, though. Originally, I was gonna place down all the buildings, like, separately, and then I was gonna, you know, work around them, but I was like, no, and then I ended up deleting them later in the video, like, literally, I think 30 seconds later. But this entire thing took me like 10 minutes to do, only to realize that it looks stinky and gross. But hey, I guess I can just put that on my to-do list of things that I'm going to fix in the county when I'm fully done with it, which, oh God. I mean, I've already edited the map off camera. Like, I've used terrain tools to edit the map because I still don't think it looks good enough. And I'm not trying to be a jerk to the guy who created this map, because this isn't my map. I did not make this map. I mean, I added in a couple of things, like the overbuilt freeway I removed and whatnot, what have you. But otherwise, this isn't my map. I got it from permission from another guy who made it. I'm going to leave down the link in the description. I will actually leave down the link in the description for this map, because I keep forgetting, and I don't want to seem like I'm plagiarizing his map. I'm not. I'm just trying to, I don't know. There were no good maps, and then his was really good, but then it had an overbuilt freeway, and I was like, ah. But it's okay. We need to relax for a minute. We need to take a breather. Listen to the nice soft music in the background. Hear the birds chirping in the air as we overlook our brand new farm, which is Pole OP Foods, which is just a generated name for the dairy house. I don't know. I renamed it to Pole OP Foods. It's been there since I placed the building, and it's a very healthy building. It makes money, unlike all of the other buildings in this game. So I was like, oh, okay. I mean, okay, so I never, like, said anything. And then I forgot that I turned on daytime, so, like, just the entire game just started going dark, and then I disabled it because I'm a jerk. My game actually crashed, like, 5 times during this recording. Not this recording, actually, the next one that I'm going to show you guys. And it was nasty. So this entire build was me realizing that, originally I was going to upload the video as is, but then I realized I have so much open space that I could just add in, like, just more houses and more farms. And I promised a corporate-style farmland, and this is the definition of it. An entire section of a county just taken up by farms, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's good. Not enough workers? Oh, man, you see those little blips? They're about to disappear in about 5 minutes once I finish up these farms. During the entirety of this entire build, I was busy just trying to make it look nice because I realized this was a massive farm. I don't know how to make farms look good. If anybody here lives on a farm, which, first of all, you're awesome for that. I love people who live on farms. Like, that's just, like, so cool. And second of all, can you send me a picture on Twitter, like, DM me on Twitter? Like, if you have horses, can you, like, just send me, like, a picture of horses? Like, your horses? Like, no specific reason, just because I just want to see a picture of a horse. But anyways, if any of you guys live on a farm, can you tell me, like, if I'm doing this right? Like, am I making this look decent? Like, is this how it looks? I mean, I'm following contour lines. I'm doing everything correctly. In my head, I'm pretty sure I'm doing everything correctly. But I have a feeling that I'm doing something wrong. And that's why I stopped moving my mouse right here. It was because I was checking my phone, and I was like, how the heck does this look? How is this supposed to look? Again, in my head, I thought it looked nice. Then again, and then it just didn't. I don't know, guys. Let me know down in the comments below once I am done with the build. But otherwise, this is just how it ended up. You know, I think it looks good though. I think it looked neat. And also for anybody for anybody who are reoccurring viewers who are like, you sound a little different. Yeah, I do kind of sound a little different. I guess my mannerisms are a little bit different. School's a lot. That's all I'm gonna say. School's a lot. My natural bubbly personality, once I have to see all the wannabe gangsters in the hallways of my school, it immediately goes away once summer's over. So sorry if any of you guys think that I sound like a jerk. I'm not genuinely. I'm just tired. It's okay. It's okay though. It's okay. We'll be okay. We'll work through it. You know, as all good things must come back eventually. I mean, they go away, but they also come back too. So, just I don't really. But anyways, it's time to place down the farms. I wanted another area where lumber was going to be put down. More specifically, apple trees, because I love apple trees. I mean, who doesn't? It's free food. Like, it's just like, boom, there you go. Anyways, yeah, so I was trying to make it match the other area of the farm that I initially created, but then I was like, oh, this is going to be impossible to do because of the fact that, like, it can't happen, you know? And then this. I really wish when you place down forestry districts, it actually looked like how it's supposed to. Like this, for example. It never does, though. They never plant, they just remove the trees, or they keep the trees there, and then they slowly die over time. But I'm just thinking, like, that's not how it's supposed to be in real life. They create lines of it, especially in small-scale lumber industries. They use the same trees over and over, and then they just cut them down, or they remove the leaves or remove the bark or whatever, and then they remove them, and then they plant them in the same order. But I don't know, though. I don't know. I don't live in that. I don't live in those areas, so I couldn't tell you even if I wanted to. But anyways, yeah, placing down the farms, placing down everything else, making it look nice. This is a pretty boring part of the video. I'm not going to bother to make a timestamp for it because I don't really feel like it. I don't know. I've literally been talking for 30 minutes straight now, so you could imagine how that's like just my voice just changing throughout the video. I'm actually going to rewatch this before I upload it just to see if my voice sounds any different. It might, honestly. I don't know, though. But anyways, yeah. So this is the whole thing. This is just how it is. This is how it's always going to be. This farm. I don't even know if I'm going to keep it, honestly. It depends. It depends, you know? This isn't a build where it's like, my goal is to make money and keep my town prosperous. No, it's a town that's been here for hundreds of years. I'm just rebuilding it, you know? Like I want to make it look like this town has existed for hundreds of years, you know? That's why the dirt roads are all squiggly and they follow contour lines, because that's how they did in the medieval era. And, like, I mean, that's kind of still how they do it now, but it's like, you guys know what I'm saying, right? I hope I don't sound crazy. I really hope not. I really hope I'm not, like, all my crazy ideas. You know, I have so many ideas in my head and I don't know how to implement them correctly. But yeah. So this is all just what's going down. This is all just how it's happening, just how it's working. I love it. Love to see it, love to hear it, love to feel it, and it's great. Freaking love all this. I love building all these buildings. I love making sure that they look all nice and prim and proper. And yeah, this is like just the entirety of the build. It's just me going around and just placing down all the trees, making it look all pretty and stuff. The only thing I wanted to showcase was the fact that there was a high school. Like, I don't even know how I'm going to title this video. It's like, I was thinking something like, Highway, or it's like, Oxbow needs education, so I give it to them, or something like, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, this, because I did like 3 things in the video, so I don't know how I'm supposed to title this. It's like, food, fuel, and education. Ooh, that's actually a good one. never mind. Figured out my title. I think. I don't know. I feel like if I said that like in real life, like as a conversation with people, like they'd give me a side eye. I don't know. I'm used to people looking at me weird, but I guess it's just what you get when you play City Skylines 2. Like when I talk about saying like, oh, what types of video games do you play? I always lie and say, yeah, I play Battlefield. No, I play City Skylines 2 and I upload them on YouTube as speed builds. What the hell is a speed build? I don't know, man. It's just something I picked up online a couple years ago and I just roll with it. You know, like nobody understands like this game as much as they should, and it's surprising. You know, like I would have thought that people would have like known about this game. A lot of people don't know what City Skylines is, surprisingly enough, despite how big of a community it is. It's just like whenever I look at it, I'm just like, oh, people don't know. And then there we go. I fixed my surplus or my deficit for everything, so now it looks okay. But then the next issue that I saw was the fact that there was unemployment, and it was a problem. It was an issue. I didn't like it. So after I did this failed attempt at creating mulch on the riverbed because I realized that looked freaking ugly, I then went ahead and was like, you know what? I should place buildings somewhere, you know? And originally I was going to place them over here, right? And again, I even smoothed out the land. I made it look all nice and flat because originally I was going to place down buildings there. But then I was like, no, Oxbow's done expanding. So then I removed the road. And then I just didn't know what to do. Like, I just kept moving. I just kept panning my camera around. I mean, what time was it anyways? I don't even know. But then I decided to settle on the fact that, you know what? There's too many farms in this area. There's too many. So I decided to get rid of them. Once I figured out which tree I was using for this build. Yeah, it was weird. But anyways, yeah. So I removed a lot of the trees in this area, all of the trees in this area, and then I placed down some paved roads, and then I upgraded it, and then I made it look nice because this was going to be a tiny township. It was just going to be a place that either people work at the dairy house or they work on the farms. I wouldn't expect this to be a rich area because it's just people trying to get by, but it's right outside of town. I mean, you know, you guys all know the sleepy towns. Like, this is sort of what I was going for. Again, given the limitations of City Skylines 2, I couldn't do a lot, but I tried to make it look convincing, I guess. Looking back at all this, it looks nice. It looks good. It doesn't look bad at all. So, you know, it looks good. It looks nice. So yeah, I just went around, placed down all the buildings, placed down all the little areas and stuff, and it was just overall just a fun little place, you know. And also because I also needed a lot of students for like this general area, like for Sonder County, because I built that high school and there's only 120 kids in there, and it can house over 500. So I need a way to build houses and then get people to live there. And I know a lot of you guys in the comments are going to say, like, just build apartments, just build skyscrapers. Except the funny thing is about that is that I can't, because this is supposed to be small town America, so I have to build a bunch of single family homes. And I've already taken up a good, like, quarter of this entire map. So, I need to start getting a little bit efficient. I mean, maybe I could destroy that prison that I built a little while ago, because I don't think that's an issue anymore. Like, it's really weird. I don't know why I forgot. Oh, it was because of the crime. And then I posted a thing on Reddit about it, and then nobody answered me. Well, one guy did, and he was like, I think it's just a bug and the prisons don't work, just like the post-sorting facility. Which kind of sucks, because they're really pretty buildings. It's always the pretty buildings in this game that just don't work. Besides the nuclear power plant, but that's coming soon, don't worry. You guys are about to see what real Cold War American towns look like in 3 episodes. Don't worry. 10,000 population. The 10,000 population special is going to be something really nice. Don't you guys worry. But right now, we got to build small. We got to think small, and we got to think logically. How would small town America look? How would a sleepy town look? Well, I'm thinking old styles, right? Like, grid system. You can see how there's a lot of curves and stuff because it's still sort of following it, but then they realized that there were flat paths. I want to say that this is like a failed town. Like it works, you know, people live there, but it's just like, originally people wanted to plan this out to be like some big old city, and then, you know, just didn't end up being a big city, so then they were like, alright, whatever. And then they just abandoned it. And then a lot of these power lines, I didn't realize that they were messing up the grid system, and I was getting frustrated, like, why aren't my buildings building? And then I then I saw that, and I was like, all right, well, I guess we'll continue with just removing the power lines. I don't even know if we're gonna continue placing down the power lines. I like them though; they're nice, but it's just so much effort, you know. But yeah, these buildings were just placed down just as sort of a placeholder, just to make it, you know, make it pop, make it look good, add in some diversity between the farms and you know, urban living. And it's just right outside of Oxbow, so it looks nice, you know. And yeah, that's like basically it. I mean, that's basically what I did for this build. I don't know what else I did in this general area. I did edit a couple of the intersections to make it look nice, to sort of like, because I realized that people were walking through there. So I edited a couple of the intersections just to make them look a little nicer, you know, to make it look like, you know, if I walked across the road, I wouldn't get hit by a car, you know. So, I mean, do I think that it worked? No. I don't think so. I mean, the citizens in this game still get clipped by cars. You know, they still clip through vehicles. So it's like, you know, it's whatever. And you can see how messy all this looked. All this stuff looked so messy and weird and gross, and I tried to fix it, and then the surface tool overlapped over the farm tool, and nah. It's okay. It's just more things that I'm going to do when I live stream before Thanksgiving break. I know I haven't been live streaming also. That's another issue I've been having. Again, it's all just scheduling stuff. I'll figure it out. Don't worry. Look, like, I'll get it. I'll get it. It's just, you know, it's just a lot. So yeah. This was basically the end of the second part of the video, and now we go on to number 2.5. Dear God, I am so sorry for how long this video. Oh my gosh, it is 50 minutes long. Oh jeez, I am so sorry for your inconvenience, but I just need to do one more thing. It was one more thing, and it was this. It was this road. Look at this highway. It looks like, you know what the foghorn sound effect for SpongeBob is? Like that. Like that's what I heard when I looked at this. I was like, oh my God, why did I do that? While I was listening, while I was you know, building this and remodeling this to make it look like it wasn't just placed by somebody who was off 5 pounds of weed. You know, I was listening to some Skeeter Gene. If you guys don't know who Skeeter Gene is, he's a pretty funny guy. He catches predators online. That's just like, I always found those videos entertaining. I don't know if you guys ever found them entertaining, but I do. Especially somebody like him. He's just like, he's just like funny. But anyways, back to the build. Instead of talking about predator catchers. Oh God, yeah. Well, welcome to Yap City, guys. This is what happens when you let somebody talk for 40 minutes straight. I have not stopped talking, by the way. This entire voiceover has been recorded in one take, and by now my viewer retention is probably 0. So I could really say anything I want to, and it'll bite me in the butt if I do. So I'm not going to. Not anything bad. Okay, I'm gonna say that now. Not anything bad. It's just like I could just say like, I'm deleting my channel at 50 subscribers, something like that, or I'm gonna run away from home. You know, like all this stuff. You know, like just stuff like that. But you know, it's fine. I don't even know what to say anymore. I've literally been talking for 40 minutes straight. I'm running out of things to say. You can say like, oh, we'll record it in multiple takes. No, I need to get this video out today because I haven't uploaded in a month. So it's like, you know, it's a little bit of a thing. But this will hold you guys over for the next thing I have planned. So don't worry. I have things planned. I have ideas in my head. I've just been busy. I mean, this is what happens when you're in drama club. Drama club is a lot in high school. If you're in middle school and you're watching this video, first of all, welcome. Honestly, I'm not an adult YouTuber. I guess that's something that people should know about me. I'm not only for adults. I mean, when have you heard me drop like the F-bomb in any of my videos? I think I did once. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know because I don't really watch my videos once I upload them. I'm just like, whatever, you know, like, not that I don't care about my content, I do, but you know. But anyways, I tried to create like a little area where people could rest and just park their cars and look over the sunset, and then I realized that the entire area was just covered by rocks and mountains, and then I was like, never mind, I don't want to do that, so okay. But yeah, this was just like the whole thing. This was just the whole build, and then me panning around in the camera. like a million times over. I placed down a police station right here, and then a couple fire watch towers because I don't want to deal with fires anymore. Only you can prevent forest fires, and also the money you get for tax. So yeah, this is me. I do this with a lot of my road builds. I follow cars to make sure it looks nice. It did, besides that one area. And then this, my failed attempt at creating anything that looks nice. Like gosh, man, it was such a headache doing this. I mean, I have such a big headache right now from talking for 42 minutes, but not as big of a headache as this. I was going to originally create a custom parking lot, and then I was like, I can't do that. This game is impossible to do. It's impossible to do that. So I was like, all right, never mind then, I guess, whatever. And then I just removed it. Oh no, I kept going? Jeez, I was really determined to do this. I could have sworn that I, like, didn't want to do this anymore, but whatever, okay, whatever. And then there was this. I edited it to make it look like it had gravel on the side of the road by using the subway track, like, things for the shoulders. I thought that looked nice, in my opinion. I don't know about y'all, but I think it looks pretty cool. What also looks pretty cool, all of this looks neat. This looked like, you know, I mean, it looked good for the 5 minutes that I was trying to edit this to make it look okay, but it just didn't work. None of this worked. It was weird. I don't know how that one guy in, what is it, Black Rock County, I think that was what it was. It was some City Skylines 2 map, but I got the inspiration from it from another guy who managed to pull it off, and he made a tiny rest stop. And, like, I was trying to do exactly that, and I just couldn't do it. I don't know why. Oh, it's because it wasn't an actual parking lot. I am stupid. Oh my goodness, I am so silly, guys. I am beyond silly. But yeah, anyways, yeah, this was the video. I'm sorry if my entire voiceover, like, I really feel like I'm about to puke right now. I'm sorry, but it's just like, I had to record all this in one take, because these are just thoughts that have been running through my mind for the past 3 weeks because I haven't posted in 3 weeks. Do not expect me to post any more frequently after this video, though. If anything, I might post even less, but I'll try to get videos out to y'all in a reasonable time frame. So yeah, anyways, guys, I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Don't worry, the production value for my future videos will get better. It'll just not, it'll just be a while before that happens. Christmas break, I swear, guys, it'll happen. Christmas break, things will get better again. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out. I love all y'all. Stay frosty, stay curious. Stay in school, by the way, please. I know things are stressful for me in school, but don't let this deter you and say, well, this guy makes YouTube videos. I don't do this for a living, guys. I do it because I like it. Because I like making people laugh. I hope I made y'all laugh. But yeah, anyways, guys, my name was Brett. This was City Skylines 2. This was Sonder County, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. I love all you guys. Do great things in life, because I know all of you guys will. And peace out, you know? Have a good one. I'll see y'all after homecoming on Saturday. That's going to be a trip.